Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2014 NFL Draft Special. We're going inside the war room with the Cleveland Browns. We're going to take a look at their team needs to see what players could be possible selections to help fill those needs. But first, let's start off by taking a look at the picks that they have in this year's draft.
The Browns have 10 selections in this year's draft and nearly 6 in the top 100. Armed with 2 firsts, 2 thirds, and 2 fourth-round picks, the Browns can set themselves up for sustained success. Now, where the Browns can get better is at the quarterback position. They must come away with a starter at quarterback in this draft class. And I also feel as though, offensively speaking, they must add game breakers, guys that can score from anywhere on the football field. And the interior offensive line help is another key component you want to look out for, more in particular at guard and also depth at center. And they could also use depth in the back end of their defense. Now, here are some quick notes you want to keep in mind when watching this video. These picks are based off my own rankings of these prospects using my big board, and this is the Browns portion of my total 7-round mock draft for all 32 teams. Now, to view my big board and the other mock drafts for these other NFL teams, visit our website at footballgameplan.com/draft. The way the top 3 picks went in my mock draft, the Browns at 4 are staring Jadeveon Clowney in the face, and whether or not you use him as the 5 or as a stand-up rusher, it'll be tough to pass on the 6'5", 275-pound defensive end out of South Carolina. We talked about adding game breakers offensively, and wide receiver Brandon Cooks out of Oregon State is one of those players that, like the Rams' Tavon Austin last year, can break a game open from anywhere on the field. The Browns have to come away with a starting quarterback, and I'm a big fan of Derek Carr's game out of Fresno State. He's athletic, he can throw well on the move, he has solid accuracy in the intermediate passing game, which would make him an ideal fit for Kyle Shanahan's offense. Helping the interior offensive line, the Browns get a gem here in round 3 with Xavier Su'a-Filo out of UCLA, a guy that can play guard and tackle, and he'll definitely go higher in May's draft, but I think he'd be an instant starter from day 1 for Cleveland. With their second pick in round 3, cornerback Travis Carey out of Ohio would be a great fit in the secondary. He's strong, he has great instincts and ball skills, and he's also an outstanding return guy, and if he checks out medically, he'd be a steal at some point in the draft for any team that selects him. Looking at inside linebacker in round 4, I like Roosevelt Nix out of Kent State, who played defensive line for the Golden Flashes. He was super productive. He'll be making a transition to inside linebacker a la Lamar Woodley, and I think he'll be equally as effective. Staying at Kent State, the explosiveness from Dre Archer is too enticing to pass up. Archer is a speedster that can handle carries from traditional sets in the backfield. He did so as a junior when he rushed for over 1,400 yards at 7 yards a carry, so adding him in the backfield will be adding a threat to score with each and every carry. Donald Hawkins is a versatile offensive lineman that can serve 2 roles at the next level. He can play on the left side and be a swing tackle, or he can even kick down inside as a guard and excel there as well. He's going to have a bright future no matter where he ends up and where he ends up playing at the next level. Jalen Watkins is an early entry out of Florida, and when you look at his skills, you think, okay, he's an okay corner, but he'll be a great safety, just like the Bills' Aaron Williams. So either way, being versatile enough to play both positions gives you plenty of options in your secondary. Wrapping up the Browns draft in round 7, I have them adding fullback J.C. Copeland out of LSU, who plays with a lot of passion. He's a devastating blocker that is also very underrated athletically as far as catching the football out of the backfield and running with it in short yardage and goal line situations as a single back. I think he'd be an excellent fit and a versatile addition to that Browns backfield. So let's recap my Cleveland Browns only mock draft. And as you can see, every question that I had about the Browns going into this mock draft was answered with each and every selection that I made. And as you can see, all of these guys were very productive and great college football players. And I think they'll do a great job no matter whether they end up in Cleveland or anywhere in the National Football League. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Browns fan forums for always showing football game plan support.